Hi everyone, happy Wednesday and welcome back to Coffee with Kem and Hills. How are you doing this morning?
Oh man, it feels like it's Monday even though it's Wednesday.
It totally does, which is why I previously introduced today as Monday and we had to do this over again. I'm just gonna be real with y'all.
Yep. It's just one of those days. It feels like we're restarting the week over again, but we're halfway through, which is very exciting.
Yeah, it is very exciting. And actually, my husband and I did something that felt like the weekend last night.
Oh.
We went to the movies for the first time since the pandemic. I mean, it's been like over 2 years.
What did you see?
We saw Batman.
Ooh.
It was so good. It was
all right.
so good as well. Like, it was really dark. It wasn't kind of like Disney-fied like some of them are,
Yeah.
which we really liked. I thought it was brilliant.
How long was it?
It was long.
Do you get an intermission?
There isn't an intermission, is there? No.
I feel like anything over 2 hours, you need an intermission.
I know. I know, totally. Especially like coming out of only watching movies at home when you're like,
right.
Pause it so I can go to the bathroom,
right.
You know? But it was so cool to like, I don't know, just be in that environment and have no other distraction. Like, you are here to watch that movie.
That's nice.
Like, you can't pause it. You know, I don't know, there was something just...
I came to the realization the other day, I was trying to watch a movie, and I had a really hard time just focusing on watching the movie. Like, I wanted to be doing something.
Yep.
And I was just like, oh my goodness.
What's happening to me?
This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. Now I feel like movie time is multitasking time.
Yeah.
You sort of put it on to get other things done.
Yep.
And that's what felt really sort of therapeutic about it. We were there for this one reason, and and the movie was so good because we actually watched the whole thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was. I recommend it. I recommend breaking the seal and going to see a movie. And hardly anyone was there either because it was a weekday, so you know.
Perfect.
Go on the weekdays. It's cheaper. No one's there.
There you go.
All right. So enough about my movie. We're gonna get into some real life stuff, and we're gonna talk about the war in Ukraine and how the war is driving up inflation at U.S. farms, supermarkets, and retailers. This is from an article from the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, so it's not great news when it comes to our bank accounts right now.
No.
Just when, you know, inflation you feel like is like peaking, we have this happen, which makes it look like inflation is probably only going to be getting worse and not going down anytime soon.
Yeah, I think it's such a tragedy that the war in Ukraine is happening in the first place. Like, it's just devastating to see all of the footage that is coming out. But it's also really unfortunate that this is also affecting our wallets as well, just given that we thought that inflation was going to ease or at least level out for the second half of the year. And it doesn't seem like, at least there's a lot of predictions right now, that it will unfortunately only get worse because Ukraine and Russia are so integral to the global economy. Ukraine produces 8% of the world's wheat and 13% of the world's corn, which I didn't know. I knew it was a big farming country, but it's terrible that until something tragic happens, you learn these details. And even if the war stops today, most farmers in the Ukraine probably won't get to plant their spring crops.
Right.
So it'll affect those prices.
Right. I mean, I feel like everyone is behind the sanctions that are in place, and we are, you know, backing Ukraine and wanting to, you know, hurt Russia to the best of our ability. But yeah, it's a snowball effect, and it's affecting everybody. And it's just part of war, isn't it? It's sad and it's scary, and we're all feeling the effects. But I think in general, we want what's best for Ukraine, so we're willing to take the hit.
Yeah, I mean, and even Russia, apparently, again, something I learned with all of this is that Russia provides majority of the ingredients for fertilizer for a lot of different farmers around the world. And so that has gone up in price because now there's smaller producers, not Russian, because of all the sanctions going on, who are providing fertilizer ingredients. And so it's gone up 400% for farmers. So therefore, crops, even in the US that are domestically grown, I mean, prices are going to go up for our vegetables, and the cost of beef is going to go up apparently because of the grain market and the feed that goes into feeding cattle.
Also, aluminum prices have gone up in anticipation of sanctions.
This was a new one as well to me. I didn't know that that Russia provides a lot of aluminum, and Ukraine has a huge aluminum processing plant.
Right.
Things you learn.
I know how interconnected we are and where things are coming from. Yes. We are being enlightened.
There's a lot of good things that have come out of a more global economy, but when things like this happen, it really does disrupt them. In a big way. So, yay for some not so positive news on a Wednesday morning.
Yeah, not so positive news. And that also includes gas prices, which the number keeps changing.
Yes.
So you'll read an article and you'll say, oh, it's here. Well, I know today when I was driving here, it was at $4.27 a gallon.
Right.
Yeah. So that's a huge difference when you're filling your tanks. I know everyone is relating to this right now.
Right.
If you have a car.
Right.
I know, it makes me miss living in New York City when I did not have a car.
I saw a meme this week or the other night that said that the average cost of gas is $4.02, I believe. And in the tweet said, the average cost of gas is $4.02, and in North Carolina, apparently the minimum wage is $7.75. And so that is really it's a full hour of work just to pay for a gallon of gas.
Right. I wonder how, and this is something I don't know, about how metro prices are affected. Are those going up as well because of gas prices? Because I wondered if it was making people have to maybe take the bus or the train or alternative options of travel.
Right.
A bike.
I mean,
I wish I could bike here.
Right.
That would be a scary journey, I'll tell you what.
I dislike bikes, so I wouldn't.
You don't like bikes?
No. Whole long story we don't need to go into, but yeah.
Oh no, bike trauma.
Bike trauma. Yeah.
Okay.
Many times.
Bad bike luck.
Yes. Bad bike luck. Multiple times, multiple countries.
Oh no, really? Oh, that's such a bummer.
But also too far to get here on a bike, so that's okay.
You need a bike that your husband can ride, and you're like one of those little...
Like in a sidecar?
Yeah.
Yeah, tandem bikes have not been my friend. That's where I've gotten into trouble with the tandem bike.
I think
multiple times.
Those are arguably not as safe, I think, because you have like two people controlling one machine, and I don't know.
No, it's not fun. And one person's inevitably doing more work than the other.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. There's like a dominant person involved, and you're like, okay, well, take it away. We digress. We digress. All right. Okay, on a positive note, not all analytics and company officials are convinced that the conflict in Ukraine will have major impact on supply chains. We can potentially mitigate effects by finding alternative suppliers elsewhere, which has been done before in situations like this. So, yeah, we're hoping that we become savvy and we figure out some alternative options.
I think this goes back to a lot of supply chain issues that we've already seen throughout the pandemic, that a lot of people have switched because of, getting things from China and Asia has been so hard and become so much more expensive.
Right.
A lot of people are switching to more domestic producers, and I think that is a great thing to look for alternatives. Yep. So hopefully it won't affect us as much as as much as we're thinking.
How
But
can we remain hopeful right now?
start planting those summer vegetables now in your own garden.
Yeah, seriously, I know. Put all the herbs in your window.
Yep.
You can do it. Okay, well, I think we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for some more hot topics. Welcome back. We are totally shifting gears. Yeah, we're going to get into wellness, the metaverse.
Yep. All the things.
Oh, I have so many feelings about that, as everyone knows. So there's an article from Cheddar News. Cheddar News. New frontiers in wellness. Aloe yoga and Roblox bring mindfulness to the metaverse. This was interesting to me because I actually got to see, there was a video that came along with the article, and I got to see a visual of what the metaverse is, and it is much more like Sims than I realized. I pictured it like Sims, and I was like, no, it's Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have little avatars showing up at a place,
Yep.
hanging out and doing their thing, and I was like, okay, so it's like Sims on crack, basically.
And in this case, your little Sims or your avatar can go take wellness classes. You can take yoga classes from Aloe Moves. So they have an online on-demand platform that they started, I think, in 2020 and have been putting more content onto it. And now you can utilize some of that content in the metaverse.
And it's been a lucrative venture for them, it sounds like. And I don't know if it's earning points, but you can earn, what do you earn? I don't know what you earn. You earn something, points that you then can use towards buying physical merchandise.
Yes.
So there are some real life things that can come out of this as well.
And it's interesting, they've had 15 million visitors to this area, to their Aloe Wellness area.
That was a reality check.
I
was like, oh, there's a lot of people involved.
Right. In February. So it's not that long ago that it launched.
Yep.
But yeah, I was really surprised at that number.
Well, and most of the people that are participating are around the age of 13.
Right.
They're trying to expand the market to older people. But yeah, I was like, whoa, so this is happening, because if 13-year-olds, the upcoming generation, are this engaged, this is happening. So I need to accept this. I need to jump on the bandwagon and accept this. One thing I wasn't sure about was, so when they show up to the retreat, I don't know if you have the answer. If someone does, please let us know. Do you do yoga along with your avatar, or are you watching your avatar do yoga and meditate?
That is a good question. I would hope that you're doing yoga along and meditate along with your avatar.
I mean, you must, right?
I think so, because I think in order to move your avatar, you need to have one of those like hand sets and like headsets on. So I think you're actually going through the moves. I could be wrong, and if you know the answer to this, please comment below. But I think so you are doing it alongside your avatar.
I didn't know there was like a whole setup to like engage in the metaverse.
I believe so.
Okay.
That is my understanding. Could be very incorrect.
We seriously need to bring someone on that uses these platforms, because I am still completely lost. I mean, now I feel like I have a better sense, because I've seen now a visual of what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, it looks kind of like a fun video game, so I can kind of wrap my head around that. But yeah, wow.
I think it's really interesting that for Aloe, they chose not to monetize this retreat, and instead are using this as a platform to gain brand awareness and engagement with customers and with people in the metaverse, instead of saying, hey, if you pay $15, you can take this class. It's that which you do have to pay for their Aloe Moves service. So this is a way that you might not have to pay for it if you're doing it metaversally. And that's not a word, but we're going to go with it.
Probably will be soon.
It probably will be soon.
Real.
So I think that it's an interesting marketing tool for them to be utilizing. Also this week, Ty Haney, who is the founder of Outdoor Voices, the retailer that kind of like made wearing athleisure cool, the anti-Lululemon.
I thought that was the pandemic.
She has left Outdoor Voices, and she just announced this week that she is starting a new company called Try Your Best, which is based on NFTs that brands can give out to their customers who engage with them on the platform to help them give reviews, and also kind of they get like tokens and keys if they engage on the platform with their favorite brands.
Okay.
So that brands can gain more brand awareness, but also they're getting NFTs, which seem pretty cool these days.
We need a whole segment on that because I'm confused. But with the NFTs, I'm like, I know they're really big, but I just don't know. I can't wrap my head around it. But so this is a really good marketing platform for these companies.
Yeah. So like it's a really interesting that the tagline for Outdoor Voices is #doing things.
Yeah.
Because it was like getting people outside, just wearing athleisure, like normal day, like hiking, running, whatever you're doing. And her new hashtag for Try Your Best is minting things. What? So like, because you're minting coins and minting other NFTs.
Right. And so because you're not going out and doing things.
Exactly. You're not going out and doing things. You're minting them in your house.
Yeah. In your athletic wear.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So really interesting. So a lot of different wellness brands that are getting into the metaverse and in different ways.
Well, since we're on the topic of wellness, why don't we shift gears to, well, not even shift gears, to Healthy Wealthy Wednesday.
Healthy Wealthy Wednesday.
I want to know what the tip is.
So the Healthy Wealthy Wednesday tip this week is to start getting, if you haven't already done so, and some people do their taxes in January, right when their W-2s or your 1099s come out. Some people do. Most people don't.
Right.
So tax day is April 18th this year. So start getting your paperwork together. And if you're doing your taxes on your own, start the process. If you are meeting with a tax professional, make sure you have your meeting set because they get super busy this time of year. So if you don't have a meeting set already, you really want to get one on the books so that you have everything together and you can get your taxes done and filed in time for April 18th.
Yep. We all need this tip, let's be honest. You know what I used to do? I used to always file for one extension. And then when I would do them, no one else was doing them. And I felt like I got all of this like special attention from my accountant. And I could procrastinate, which is my favorite thing in the world. But that's not our tip today.
Our tip is to pre-do it so that you're not worried and not stressed about it.
Yeah, this is why I don't do Healthy Wealthy Wednesday, okay? All right, on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we will be right back so I can remind you of what shows are airing today that you will not want to miss. See you in a sec. Hi everyone, welcome back. I just wanted to remind you not to forget to catch today's episodes of Estate Planning 101, the blockchain interviews, and the business of. Duh. And be sure to catch all these episodes on, tell us about it.
Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or on your phone via our iOS or Android apps. And we have some really exciting news. We are also available on Distro TV as of today, which is really exciting. So you can catch us on that channel as well.
We're everywhere, like the Metaverse. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Coffee with Kim and Hills. We can't wait to see you tomorrow for Thursday's episode. Have a great day and enjoy your cup of coffee.